a contest that we are waiting to see how that will pan out. But apart from that, tomorrow's Mbeere North by-election will be more than just a local vote. It will be, of course, a political showdown with national implications. Over 55,000 registered voters will decide who takes the vacant parliamentary seat. But the contest is being watched closely as a test of strength between President William Ruto's deputy, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and former occupant of the seat and now DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua. The outcome will signal who is Mount Kenya boss and could shape alliances in the region ahead of the 2027 presidential election. Vera Mora with the latest.
In Mbeere North, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki led a series of rallies in support of UDA candidate Leonard Muthende. Kindiki, accompanied by a host of elected leaders, urged residents to vote for Muthende, anchoring his message on development promises, from improved roads to better access to public services, should the constituency elect the UDA candidate as their next member of parliament.
Inaitwa Mbeere North. So angetukumbuka ile siku, sio saa hii. Na kwa nini nasikia ya kwamba vile siku ile alikuwa kwa kirauni ametetea miraa na muguka ya watu ya Mbeere hapa.
The deputy president dismissed criticism from the opponents, insisting that the government has a clear plan for Mbeere North. He further issued a stern warning to the opposition, accusing them of orchestrating plans to disrupt Thursday's voting exercise.
Na wale wamekuja hapa na vijana, sijui vijana 200 hapa, wako na majembe na silaha. Wacha tupimane nguvu yenu na nguvu ya serikali ya Kenya. I dare you. Kwa sababu mmekuja hapa na mnafikiri mtaleta fujo, ndio wananchi waogope kwenda kwa kupiga kura haki yao. Mujaribu Thursday.
Ya Mbeere heshima. Ametupatia heshima kubwa. Ametupatia vyeo kubwa katika serikali yake.
In Narok Town, Democracy for the Citizens Party leader Rigathi Gachagua led his final campaign for the party's Narok Town Ward MCA candidate Douglas Masikonde. Meanwhile, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has assured residents of Mbeere North that Thursday's election will be free and fair. Speaking at the IEBC offices in Siakago Town, the Mbeere North Constituency Elections Coordinator John Kinywa said the commission is done with all necessary preparations for the by-election.
The commission has ensured that we have the necessary materials, both strategic and non-strategic materials, and the packaging is ongoing in the Taring Center, which is St. Bakita Girls Secondary School.
Clement Masombo, KTN.
All right, now let's link up with our reporter Clement Masombo, who has been following up on this story. Clement, where are you now and at the moment, and what is happening on ground as we speak?
Well, good evening to you. I am at Kanyombora. This is part of the Mbeere North constituency, one of the constituencies that will be having the 2025 by-election. This is a constituency that has a total of 55,124 registered voters spread across all the 3 wards. And by the 3 wards, I mean the ward of Muminji, Eburore, and Nthawa ward. And this is a race that has attracted a total of 9 candidates, but the race seems to be tightly between UDA's candidate, that is Leonard Muthende, and Democratic Party candidate, that is Newton Kariuki. And looking at what has been happening in this area previously during the campaign period, is that we witness it narrowing it down to being a battle between Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, who was leading the campaigns on the government side, versus the former Deputy President and also the party leader of Democracy for the Citizens Party, that is Rigathi Gachagua, who was leading the campaigns on the opposition side, of course, accompanied by other leaders, including former Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi. So, therefore, this definitely means that any outcome of tomorrow's by-election would mean that it will be shaping the Mount Kenya region politics ahead of the 2027. The government has invested so heavily in this by-election, especially here in Mbeere North, considering the kind of campaigns that have been happening here. We saw Deputy President Kithure Kindiki pitching tent here since the campaign started up to the last day when the campaigns were closed. So we are waiting to see what will be happening tomorrow. Earlier on, we had spoken to security officials. They assured us that there will be enough security officers, there will be enough police officers to man all the 134 polling stations across the constituency. And this is just a reinforcement, that an emphasis that every polling station will have at least 2 police officers, and in addition to that, there will be also other officers who will be carrying out patrols to ensure that the area remains calm and voting happens without any kind of interference. We later on had a press briefing by Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Geoffrey Ruku, and Cecil Mbeere, the governor of Embu, as well as the chairperson of UDA, and they were raising some allegations claiming that the opposition is planning to bring in some people whom they refer to as goons to interfere with the voting process. But just some moments ago, we were with the Democratic Party leader, Justin Muturi, who has dismissed the claim, saying that this is an area that they are very well aware that they dominate. They are sure of the victory tomorrow. So they do not have any reason as to why they will cause chaos in a battle that they are so sure of winning. So that is what is happening. We are expecting that tomorrow morning voting will start at 6 a.m. in every polling station as per the plans by the IEBC. But in case of anything, of course, we will be here to relay the same to our viewers. So we will be following up and updating our viewers on everything that will be happening from tomorrow from 6 a.m. all through to 5 p.m. when all polling stations will be closing and the tallying will officially begin. Then after that, we will of course also be crossing over to St. Bakita Siakago Girls Secondary School, which is the tallying center, the constituency tallying center, and that is where the winner of this by-election will be announced.
Thank you for that, Clement. Of course, continue to following up of those stories. Tomorrow's